Good afternoon. I'm glad that you've tuned in today. This is a little message video that I am sharing, and I hope it's a blessing to you today. I want to turn your attention to Psalm 16. This is a beautiful psalm that I was just reading this morning, and I found a lot of encouragement and joy in it. And I'm just going to read a few verses into it, and maybe you'll be encouraged too. It says, "Keep me safe, O God, for I have come to you for refuge. I said to the Lord, you are my master. Everything good I have comes from you." Wow, I love that. Everything we have comes from God. There's nothing that we have really that doesn't come from him. This is from the New Living Translation, by the way. He says in verse 3, "The godly people in the land are my heroes. I take pleasure in them." Wow, that really caught my eye when I saw that, because I just think about people, and it's a wonderful thing to hang out with people that are connected with God, God's people. That it's so wonderful. You can tell when you're in the presence of somebody that is connected to God. And the more that we spend connecting with God, and the more that we spend with God's people that are connected to him, I think the more closer it brings us to him. Well, David goes on. He says, "Troubles multiply for those who chase after other gods. I will not take part in their sacrifices of blood, or even speak the names of their gods." And then he says in verse 5, "Lord, you alone are my inheritance, my cup of blessing. You guard all that is mine." Isn't that beautiful? You alone are my inheritance. What does he mean that we are his inheritance? What does he mean? What does David mean? That God is our inheritance. What does he mean? Well, David, I think, is what he's saying here is God is really our inheritance. Without God, we are nothing. We can't do anything without God. And sometimes it's hard to realize that in a world that is just has this and that is attractive to us. And not that that's all bad, but if we're looking for fulfillment and joy and happiness and things in this world, we're going to be disappointed. The true happiness, the true joy, the peace, the life that is abundant that God has promised to us really comes from Jesus. It really comes from having that connection with God, and letting God be that inheritance to us, because he really is. It says something to us. It says that God is giving himself to us. He wants that personal connection, that relationship with us. So, friends, I want to invite you to continue to spend time with him. If you're not, spend time with him, because you will be incredibly blessed. I know I've spent time with God for years, and I know my relationship with him hasn't been perfect all the time. It's really like a roller coaster. It's up and down and all over the place. But I've had a lot of wonderful times, and I've seen where God has come through for me, and it's brought me closer to him and brought me incredible joy, and it's caused me to rely upon him more when I face troubles. So I want to invite you to do the same. Trust in him, spend time with him, and take him into your life, into every nook and cranny, every little thing, in every part of your life. Take him into it. And God won't disappoint you, because he's just waiting for that. He desires that friendship with you. So friends, I want to just encourage you today, and I pray that you have a blessed and happy Sabbath.